Hey guys, this is Spiritual at Heart and welcome back to another pick a card reading. So today this reading is going to be all about major change with the 555 coming up the 5th of May 2023. I really wanted to do a reading about major change. So what major change is coming your way? Because of all the energy that's going on at this moment, it's pretty crazy out there. Because we have a lunar eclipse and there is a retrograde going on. So a lot of things are just changing. So we're going to look at what's going to change for you this month. And it might be going on a little bit longer than just that one month. But we got to know what's going to happen, right? So with this reading, we're going to look at a couple of different things. We're going to do an energy check of what's going on right now. What's your energy right now? Then we're going to look at the change. What major change is coming? And how are we going to welcome that? So what's going to help with these changes? How can you smoothly go through this change? And we're ending the reading off with some significant dates and numbers. So maybe there will be a date, there might be just more information about some people coming in. It could be anything really. And for the numerology, we're gonna look with the bingo machine. So that's very excited. So keep tuned for that bingo machine. Now, let me introduce you to the three piles if you haven't seen them already. So we have pile number 1 over here with the black obsidian. Let me focus. There we go. So it's solid black. Not very much to see though, but it is gorgeous, maybe a little bit dirty. And we're gonna be using the Starchild Tarot with this pile. For pile number 2, we have the beautiful rose quartz, and we're gonna use the Orion's Animal Tarot. And for pile number 3, we have the gorgeous, lovely Lepidolite. Let me adjust that so you can look better because it is really stunning. And we're gonna use the tarot for kids. So pick the pile you feel most drawn to and let's get into those changes. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the black obsidian and the Starchild Tarot, this is going to be your reading about major change coming this month. Now, let me put this right here and move the beautiful tarot aside for later so we can look at your current energy. So I did have a few cards to just do an energy check to see if you're actually in the right pile or if there is even one pile for you today, because we don't want to waste your time on a reading that's not meant for you, right? So let's take a look. We have the Goddess, and I must admit it came out reversed. So we're gonna focus on the shadow attribute. And the shadow attribute says exploration of the female nature and form. So that was highlighted for you guys. We also have the tarantula. Let's put it here. And we have the magician. Let me adjust that. There we go. The magician. And we also had the 4 of Cups. Here you go. So you actually got 2 tarot cards already. I only wanted 1, but you guys got 2, so that's pretty cool. Now, let's talk about these cards, right? So we're going to start out with this goddess energy that was unfortunately reversed. So your current energy shows us that you might be a female, or your female energy, it's kind of suppressed. It might be suppressed by someone else. You might be suppressing it yourself. But something we can see is that it's because of fear. Maybe you're afraid to show it. Maybe you're afraid to be softer. But yeah, there is something going on with your feminine energy that's kind of blocked. Now, we also have the tarantula here. And the tarantula is could be associated with a fire energy. So you might be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but you don't have to be. But this fire energy is emphasized at this moment. It might be that this fire energy of yours is repressed at this moment. Maybe that's why this is coming up as well. Also, something I was getting with this spider as well is like spiders are really tiny, but people are extremely scared of them. So it might be that you have something like this in your life. There is something you're afraid to change, something that's going on in your life you're terrified of, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. If you'd be able to face it, like this magician is already doing, it's facing the tarantula, you'd be able to easily change this situation, or maybe it is, something that needs to be dealt with. But maybe you're freaking out about it, but at the same time, it's really not that big of a deal. Not trying to be that blunt here, but that's really what I'm seeing here. Especially because you are shown as this beautiful magician, and the magician is the best manifester there is. They can manifest anything they want. But as you can see, like, you're so powerful, so strong. You can be this divine goddess. You have this beautiful feminine energy within you, but it's repressed. And maybe that's why your manifestations aren't coming through at this moment. And it's just because you don't believe in it. It's not like you can do it, but maybe you feel like you can do it, or you're afraid of actually manifesting these things and not being able to handle them. Now, we also have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups signifies a missed opportunity or reevaluating things, maybe a little bit of apathy towards something. As you can see, this rat is facing the other direction, and it's in the dark while it's shining so bright up top. So it might be that you're actually afraid to shine, or you're afraid of your own strengths. You're afraid of your own beauty, of your own force. But that is the energy we're seeing for you at this moment. So if this sounds like you, if you feel like you are not really embodying your true self, your true feminine side, maybe you're just working really hard but not going with the flow, afraid to change, afraid to go with the flow, like trying to hold on to things quite strongly, but at the same time secretly wanting more, this is definitely your pile. Now, let me remove these and let's take a look at what's going to change for you guys, because I'm excited. So I've removed all the cards. Now it's time to take a look at what's changing, what major change is coming up for you guys. And the card you guys got is Aletheia. And again, that black and white, it's like, now it's still a big difference between the black and white. There is no gray zone. It's either black or it's white. So that's something that already stands out to us. Let's put it like this. I also want to add some other cards to get more information. So let's take a look. Oops. As you can see, there's already one card flipped. Let's take it though. So we have assert, to claim, to take space, to remain honest and confident. So Spirit, can you guys give us some more information? Okay, so there's already a lot falling out. I'm inclined to take them all, but I think it's a little bit too much. So let's see. I'm gonna take the top two ones of these. There we go. And I want the top one of this one as well. And if we want more information, we can always shuffle once more. So let's take a look. We also have a victory. So what validates you, affirms you, and establishes you? What makes you a winner? How do you become victorious? We also have forgive. To neutralize guilt, to make peace, to practice compassion, to let go, and to set yourself free. To set yourself free, that's a big one. And the last one we have is potential. I hope it focuses, by the way. There we go. Potential. What powers and opportunities are waiting to be explored, activated, and manifested? What is the trajectory of expansion? How will you choose to shine and grow? I think this is something beautiful that we're being shown here. Let me put them like this and let's talk about them. So, aletheia. It's a word that you don't hear very often, and to be honest, I had to look it up because I wasn't really sure what it meant. Well, let me tell you guys, it means clarity. It could be an act of truth. It's about recognizing your own truth, recognizing your own power. So, the major change that's coming your way this month is you realizing your own potential. You realizing your own truth, realizing that something should be changed, and you will probably realize exactly what changes you're going to have to make and what you got to do. And as you can see, you have to be able to assert yourself, set those boundaries, and maybe tell people no sometimes, claim your space. And at the same time, be very forgiving towards yourself for not knowing any better before. Because nobody wants to stay stuck in the same situation. Nobody wants to feel stuck in general. And you will be setting yourself free. And that's the major change that's coming. You have so much potential and you will find your own potential this month. And you will be taking steps towards that potential. You will have the knowledge to take those steps. You will know what to do. Maybe you'll find that inspiration. And every step along the way, you will get closer to your own truth and you will feel that energy of, okay, I'm taking the right steps. It'll just start feeling lighter and everything is going to start feeling better. And before you know it, you're actually victorious. You'll actually achieve something that you maybe never even imagined you could do. And at this time, you might be very afraid of what you might be able to accomplish. And maybe that's why you never really took steps towards it. But as you can see, you were meant to take this road. And your soul knows the road. Your soul knows what to do. And the only thing you've got to do is trust your soul. Trust your intuition. And don't waste your potential because you have so much potential. So major changes are coming your way. And I think that this change might look very different for everybody in this pile. That's why it's so broad. We can't really pinpoint an exact area of your life. It's not like it's not like you're just improving your beauty. You're not just improving your mindset. I do see like a complete transformation. Like it's a black to white kind of change. It's that huge. And that's why we're not getting the exact information right now. So I do hope this makes sense to you guys. Like I've said in my previous reading, it has been a long time since I've read cards for other people. And I was very inclined to do this reading. I just had to do it. So yeah, I hope I make sense. And I'm sorry for rambling a little bit every now and then. And I'm not a native English speaker, so sometimes I do hesitate a little bit. I do get insecure sometimes, but at the same time, this was what I got to do. I felt really inspired to do this reading, so that's why I'm like really opening myself up here and doing this reading anyway. And I think that you guys will be inspired to do the same. Do something your soul really wants to do, even if it scares the living shit out of you. So please just follow me, I guess, and follow your truth, even if it scares you. Set boundaries. Maybe do something you thought you'd never do just because you know it will feel right. If something feels right, just keep on putting steps forward towards the things that feel right. Just keep stepping those steps, and before you know it, you will actually be on that other side of change. So if it's a weight loss journey, for example, it is something that is brought up to me. If you're afraid to go to the gym, for example, maybe just try to go there. You don't have to be there for hours. You don't have to know what to do there. You can just go there and see what happens. Maybe you'll find a personal trainer that wants to help you out. Maybe you just have a conversation with someone that's there. Just ask about what it's like to go there. Maybe if they have any advice. It could be just quitting your job. I mean, that's really abrupt. And starting something new, or maybe starting a new course, even though you've never studied before, or maybe it's a totally different area or a totally different subject than you have done before. It could be like deciding to move to a completely different state or even country, just a new adventure. If that feels right to you, your soul is calling you to make that change. Spirit is here to tell you, like, now's the time, and you will be victorious. You will be very victorious, and you will feel just great once you are on the top of that mountain. Now, we have to tell you guys, like, please forgive yourself if you haven't taken this step before. And please forgive yourself for feeling such a fear, because that fear is only building up the longer you wait, especially with the tarantula. Here it is, the tarantula. I mean, it does look hairy and big and scary. But if you'd actually get to know it, if you'd actually get close to it, or just take steps towards it, you will realize that it's not really as scary as it might seem. And we also saw, like, all that fire energy that you have within you. It's just waiting to be expressed. So go with the flow and really try that out. Now, let me put them up here. Let's see with our beautiful tarot deck to see if Spirit has some more information for us. So, Spirit, is there anything else you want to tell us about this major change? So my cards are all over the place at this moment. The 9 of Cups. I didn't know if you guys could see. There we go, the 9 of Cups. Do you guys know what it means? It's wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. So although you might be very, very anxious at this moment to take this huge step, or even unsure about what to do, what steps to take, you will achieve your goals and you will have that wish fulfillment. Your dreams will come true. And this makes me think of the Hansel and Gretel story with the breadcrumbs. Like, you can follow the trail of breadcrumbs. Even if you can't see them right now, you can follow every breadcrumb until you're up top and you've actually reached your goal, one step at a time. I did just see 10:11 on my monitor. So again, a lot of confirmation about this new big journey you're going on. And just trust that Spirit has got your back, because Spirit really does have your back, and they will send people your way to help you out on your journey. So don't be too harsh on yourself. Forgive yourself if you are hesitating every now and then. And it's okay to have a little mental breakdown every now and then. I have the same. I mean, recently I was crying on my couch, just unsure how to move forward. And I just did it anyway. And every time I break through that hurdle, I just feel a lot better. And you will feel the same. So, by the way, while I was rambling, a lot of cards were coming out. So we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant talks about the norm, the status quo. It's about sticking to society's wants and needs. And maybe that's something you're doing right now. You're just doing what society or what your family expects of you. But as you can see, you have to look at yourself and see if that's really what you want. With justice, it's important to have a balance. So the things that you want and the things that you deserve. They have to line up. And what other people want for you, if that's completely different than what you want and what you deserve, there is a great imbalance. And you will actually not feel very good at all. So you might not be feeling very good at all. You might be feeling pretty suppressed at this moment, like you're not in flow with things. Life is working against you. With the Hierophant, I do feel like a lot of you guys, they just feel like they don't really fit in. And that's because you're not where you're supposed to go. Maybe you have outgrown people, you have outgrown a situation, and it's time for that major change. And you are being guided and being kind of pushed to actually make this huge change. And the longer you wait, I mean, it's okay to wait. It's okay to think things through. But the longer you wait, the more it's going to get to you, the worse you will feel. And yeah, your energy is going to be drained pretty soon. And you have to do yourself justice. You really have to go for what truly makes you happy, what truly brings you joy, what inspires you. We also have oppression reversed. So I do work with reversals, and I think oppression is the Temperance card in this deck. So with it being reversed, it really does show us that at this moment your life is not really balanced. It doesn't mean that your work to sleep ratio isn't right or something like that. It's just like your energy is being drained because you're not doing the things you like. That's the thing that I'm getting most of all. And you're just standing still because you're afraid to make a change. And once you start making the change, energy will come back to you. People will come back to you. So if you're feeling like you're blocked, like things are not going well at this moment, maybe your income is not enough at this moment, you're just not meeting your own needs, maybe your energy is drained and you can't sleep enough to regain that energy. That might be the case for some of you, because I do feel really tired while doing this reading. It means that there is an imbalance and it's time for you to shake things up and to do something that you might be really scared of, but you are supported. Trust that you are supported. So let's get back to this Nine of Cups, because the Nine of Cups, I mean, wow. Especially with potential and victory as well. Like, the only thing you got to do is follow that trail of breadcrumbs and you will get this victory, this wish fulfillment. You can actually manifest anything you dream of. Especially because we also had the Magician. Let me grab it back once again. With this beautiful Magician card, you are so strong and powerful. Like this beautiful cheetah. I think it's a cheetah, right? And you just can't see your own power. I think everybody else can see that power because you just radiate. As you can see, you just radiate a lot of strength and a lot of feminine energy and power. But it's like you're blind to your own greatness. So that's what we're seeing for you guys right now. Let's get into some advice. Let's see how you can make this change and how you can get this great wish fulfillment. Before getting into any other oracle cards, I just wanted to pick this one up one more time. And in the energy check, we were looking at that shadow attribute from the goddess. But keep in mind, you still got that goddess. So it might be time for you to start embodying this light attribute. And it says the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So you have that energy inside of you. It's just time to let that shine. And we all know that's a scary thing. But if you feel scared to show that side of yourself, I might have something for you guys. So the Obsidian is actually very protective. It's a protective crystal, so you might want to start carrying one of these with you. Of course, you don't have to use such a chunky boy. You can definitely use a smaller sized one, but it might help you feel more protected and more safe to show this feminine side of yours, or just to help you set boundaries or to feel more safe with whatever step you're taking. Another crystal you might want to use is the black tourmaline. This is black tourmalated quartz. That might also be a good crystal to carry. So that was just a quick little mention. It might help you guys out. Don't feel the need to carry them with you. Maybe just thinking about these crystals, it also helps you bring in that energy. You might want to ask your guidance team, so your spirit guides, to protect you whenever you're going to do something scary. And maybe even ask them for signs to show you that you are actually safe to do whatever you're going to do. Now, time to get out some oracle cards. So let's see what advice Spirit has for you to move through this big change, or to help with this change. So Spirit, can we get advice for pile number 1? Yeah, there we go. So the first card we have is Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio. I think we already knew this. We already saw this one coming, right? So it is time to work on that fear and realize that it's just that small spider. It's not a gigantic like lion that's dangerous. It's just a spider. And that's something that you'll figure out along the way. Once you start walking towards it, you'll realize it's actually not that big. So forgive yourself for being so afraid right now, and trust Spirit's got your back. You are protected, and it's just that itsy bitsy spider. I mean, that's all there is to it. Maybe it's just your mind telling you it's that scary, but it's not really that scary. Now, next up, we have the full moon in Sagittarius with See the Bigger Picture. So maybe that might help as well. Trying to look at the overall picture, maybe realizing that, okay, at this moment, it might seem like something huge, but think about how you will feel if you work through it. How it will feel if you actually make those changes and you will achieve the thing that you're now afraid of, and how you will feel, how strong and empowered you will feel once you reached that goal. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of growth going on with you guys, a lot of expansion, a lot of wonderful, wonderful energy. You will feel so empowered. You will feel so free once you actually take that step. Let's see. Sorry, what else we get? So as you can see, I'm still a little bit nervous. That's why my shuffling is that terrible. But okay, that's not that bad. We also have Frog Spirit with Clear Out the Clutter. So it might be time for you to get rid of things that are not working any longer. So to me, this might be people in your life that you're keeping close to you, although they don't really resonate with you anymore, but maybe you're afraid to let them down. Maybe you're afraid to say no, to meet up with them. Like they're constantly asking you to go for drinks, but you don't actually want to go for drinks. And you just keep saying yes. It might be keeping furniture from a friend, or I mean something silly like that. Like maybe saying yes to getting things from people that you don't really want, but it's time to clear those things out. Maybe some habits that are not working any longer for you, it's time to get rid of them as well. We also have Ant Spirit with Time to Collaborate. And I think the biggest message is that Spirit is really ready to collaborate with you. And they're like, your team is like, come on, we're ready. We're ready to go. And We just need you to take that first step, and we will push you along the way. We will guide you through it. We're ready to go, but you have to put in that effort first. You have to put in that first step. And I wanted you guys to notice we have the number 28 over here that adds up to a 10. That adds up the 0 and the 1 to a 1. We also have the number 1. These came out at the same time. And it both has the number 1. So again, a fresh start, a new beginning. Something is happening. You're going to get a fresh start. Maybe a new cycle opening up for you, full of great opportunity. Let's see what else we can get. So Spirit, anything else for our lovely pile number 1? Ooh, like I said, I'm a little jittery at the moment. Maybe that's your energy as well. Like maybe you're in general quite nervous or anxious, and that's the energy I'm picking up on. There you go. So the card you guys got was Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Like I said, your spiritual team, they're ready to collaborate with you. They're ready to help you guys out. The only thing you have to do is ask them for your help. Ask them for their help. They're so ready to go. They're so excited. They can't really wait any longer. And they're just like, come on already. We can't wait for years. And you can wait for years because you will be so relieved when you actually get into it. You'll be so excited. You will feel that you're actually doing something that you love, and the pace will be picking up. You will be picking up speed as well. I do see these ants like going in circles. In the circles, it seems like it's like amping up. The energy is amping up at the moment. Again, it makes me think of that Justice that we saw before and the Temperance in reverse. It's like that scale that's tipping over. It's like, it's almost time. It's time to happen. They're ready to go. They're ready to go. Maybe there are some ancestors or people in your life that have passed away that are really coming forward right now, trying to encourage you to make these changes. Maybe in their own life they weren't able to fully express themselves, and now they're trying to push you a little bit more, because there is a very, very strong energy behind all of this. Let's get into some self-care now, because I think we have enough messages about, come on, let's just do it, work through your fears. We all know it's not that easy, but Spirit makes it seem like it is. Maybe it actually is that easy. Like, just put in that first little effort, and it's like a slide. Once you just move up a little bit, you start sliding down that rabbit hole, and before you know it, you're actually down the bottom. And in your case, it'll be up top, having everything you could ever dream of. Okay, let's see what we have. So we have aromatherapy. Maybe you'd like to get yourself some fresh flowers. Maybe you like to use some essential oils. Wear the perfume that makes you feel best. I do feel, especially with Goddess, like that sensual energy. Maybe you have a perfume that makes you feel extra empowered. I usually like to listen to music that really empowers me. I've been listening to A Witch from Devon Cole a lot. Maybe that's a song you'd like to hear. It really empowers me to be my best, feel my best. So yeah, maybe think about that one. And we have the number 3. And again, the 3 also stands for protection. So know that you are protected. Trust that you are protected. I also saw the number 3330 on my monitor when I put it on pause. So that might be significant for some of you as well. Let's get some more self-care information, because I'm rambling again. Sorry, guys. Oh, by the way, I was just looking at my red nail polish. If that helps you feel empowered, maybe you should paint your nails in a crazy color, or just get your nails done. I do think for some people that really helps. For me, it really helps as well to just make me feel extra feminine, extra like spicy. Let's see what else we have. We have soak in a bath, and again, the number 46, it adds up to a 10. So another number 1. More new beginnings. Maybe you can put some great essential oils near your bath, or put in a nice, what's it called? Like a bath bomb that gives off a nice scent. But it does, yeah, I think that would really help you guys out. It might even help with relaxing your nerves a little bit, because I do feel a lot of you deal with anxiety or just a lot of anxious thoughts. Just keep in mind that those anxious thoughts are not your reality. They are your thoughts, and that's all they are. And once you ignore them, do something anyway, and see that nothing actually happens, you'll be more inclined to make other changes as well. You don't have to start big either. You can just start with something small as painting your nails, and like in a color that you've never done before. Maybe that scares you a little bit. Like, it doesn't have to be as big as just quitting your job in an instant and just running off. Start small. Or cutting your hair in a different length or color than you did before. Let's see what we have. We have journal. Wait, let's put it like that. We have journal. Maybe just keep a journal of your thoughts and reflect on them the day after. And whenever you feel anxious, you can just write them all down, get them out of your system. And when you've calmed down, a couple of hours later, a day later, whatever, go back to them and see how many of them actually came true. How many of them were your reality, and what of those thoughts and crazy things were truth? Because most of them will actually just be fear. Okay, so I think we'll leave it at that for the oracle cards. Let's get into some numerology. Well, we already looked at these numbers, but we're going to use the bingo machine to get any significant dates or numbers, maybe even ages. So let's take a look. So the first number we have, let's take a look, is 11. Even more numbers, a 1. So again, new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. A fresh start for you guys. Also, this might indicate the 1st of January or the 11th of May. That might be significant, or the 11th of the month that you're actually watching this video. We also have the number 19. Wow. So again, 19. Number 1 and number 9 adds up to number 10, and it's again a 1. So new opportunity, new life, new things happening, a lot of change coming up. And I mean, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's actually pretty cool. So this might also indicate the 9th of January or the 1st of September. Take them as they resonate. Because we also have the number 11, the 1st of January until the 9th of January might be significant for you guys. You might want to write that down in your calendar and keep an eye on those days. Maybe if you start right now, that will be the time that you see the biggest difference. That might be the day that you actually have that peak. And we also have the number 50, so the number of change, the number 5. It also might indicate 50 years old. That might be significant for you guys. I hope the lighting is all right. Or just May in general. This month might be a huge month for you guys in transformation wise. So if you start now, within the end of this month, a huge change has already happened. Now, I kind of want one more. Let's get one more. There we go. So the last one for you guys is the number 38. So the 3rd of August might be significant, the 8th of March, or again, the number 11. We already had the number 11. So again, more ones. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm kind of flabbergasted and without words at this moment. So yeah, that brings me to the end of your reading. I really hope it resonated. If it did, I'd love to get a like, or you could comment down below if you even liked the video. You can always subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new upload. Like I said, this was a little bit rusty for my doing, but it has been quite a long time. And I was just too excited to keep cutting and editing this video. I just thought, might just throw it out like this, be myself, make some mistakes. And making mistakes is not the end of the world. So, I mean, yeah, you have to forgive me for making some mistakes every now and then. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely pal number 2. If you chose this beautiful rose quartz and the Orion's Animal Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So I'm going to put it right here, and we're going to start out with some oracle cards to see what your energy is right now. So let's take a look. The first card we have is Bully as your archetype. And it says, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So don't be afraid. It says bully, but it's definitely not a negative card, because it actually shows us that you are able to confront your inner fears. So that's the thing that's highlighted. Now, let's take a look at the other cards. We also have the Bat. Let's put it right here. And we have the 3 of Swords. So, we already talked a little bit about the Bully card. Let's talk about this Bat card. So, the Bat is a flying animal that's associated with air. So you might be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, but you don't have to be. It might just mean that you have that energy highlighted at this time. And the Bat is all about letting go and about a death and rebirth process. And as you can see, it flies at night. So this might indicate to us that you might be in a very dark period of your life, or you might feel left in the dark, but there is not a lot of light in your life at this moment. And I mean, that can be easy, but at the same time, we can see that you're strong enough to actually confront the fears that are causing this darkness at this time. Now, we also have the 3 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords talks about healing. So again, you're confronting these fears, you're healing these deep wounds, these fears that you've got bottled up inside. You're untangling all the things that are keeping you stuck. You're slowly pulling out these swords from your heart, from your soul, but you're actually working through a lot of deep emotional issues at this moment. So if this sounds like you, this is definitely your reading. And I hope we're going to have some positive changes coming in. So let's not talk about all these darker energies going on. Let's just jump right in and look at what major change is coming into your life. So let me remove these and let's see. So we're starting out with this archetype card to see what major change is coming. So let's take a look. We have the number 33 with the Mountain. And the mountain talks about the ascent. So you're going towards the peak. So to me, this looks like you're coming from down the mountain where it's pretty dark and you're rising up above and you're going towards the light. And I mean, from up above, you can have that great overview of everything that you've been through, and you can just have a bit of peace and actually enjoy life for a moment. Also, I mean, look at these beautiful colors. I mean, it's gonna be stunning up above. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing that inner work. Again, you see this little man standing inside. So you're doing that inner work, and you're slowly walking towards the peak of the mountain. Now, I want to mention we have the number 33. We also had the, let me grab it, the Three of Swords. So there are a lot of threes in your reading already. And threes talk about growth and expansion. And it's about staying optimistic and just receiving the guidance that you need to receive. So it does really look like you're actually doing a great job at facing your fears, facing your wounds, and Spirit is kind of applauding you for trying to stay positive through it all. Like, keep looking up at that top. You're slowly getting there, staying optimistic, knowing that if you just keep going, you will eventually reach that peak. And while you're going there, you will find a lot of treasures along the way, because in the middle of the mountain, you have all those diamonds and all the good stuff, but you can't get there if you're not working through the hard exterior. So I do feel like you're working through your hard exterior. You're tearing down the brick walls and really getting to the core of your issues or your wounding, your troubles, anything that's not working for you. You're really doing a great job at working through them, and you'll get at that peak pretty soon. Now, let's grab this beautiful oracle deck and let's see what else Spirit has to say about this change. So the first card that just popped out is a victory. I hope I can get it a little bit clearer. There we go. Victory. So I think Spirit wants to remind you that you will be victorious. You will reach that top. So maybe the thing is that this month you will actually reach the top. Let's see what else came out. We have solve, to find an answer or solution to a problem, to work something out, to untangle a riddle. As I just said, you're untangling all the stuff that's stuck inside of you. You're untangling all the things that are keeping you stuck. So you're really, really being applauded for all the hard work that you've been doing. I think this month you will be like finishing that untangling. You'll finally feel a lot better afterwards, after all this untangling. Let's see what else we have. I do feel like you're just solving major blockages that you have at this moment. Maybe you're finally seeing your way out. Let's see what else we get. My shuffling is a little bit rusty. Forgive me for that. Okay. There we go. So we also have transcend. So you're transcending your issues. You rise above the problems. You're rising above from these trees, rising above to the peak of the mountain. And you're evolving. So you're actually really expanding. You're growing. You're like really like a butterfly, just flying out of a cocoon, and really just the problems that you have now won't even seem like a problem when you're at the end of the month. It's like you don't even have to solve things. You don't even have to find an answer. It's just somehow it's not a problem anymore. Maybe you'll just make such a change. I mean, it's hard to bring it into words. But I do think a lot of you know what transcending means. Like, I think, sorry, I'm having trouble with words. What I'm thinking of, I have a picture in front of me, like the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. If you look at a caterpillar, you'd never think that it could actually turn into a butterfly. You don't see how that change happens. It just does. And once you're the butterfly, even then you can't even remember, like, how did that change happen? It just happens. It's just the natural flow of things. And if you keep on putting in effort, you'll get there. Okay. Spirit has a lot to say. That rhymed. Sorry, bad joke. So we also have subconscious. So what ideas, thoughts, or feelings are hiding from your conscious awareness right now? What are the unknown narratives and beliefs that are driving the way you see yourself and the world? What is emerging within you and what needs to be seen? That's what you're working on at this moment. So maybe there are some of these questions that you might want to write down and use for yourself to inquire about. But at the same time, you're just bringing these subconscious things to your conscious at this moment. You're really working through these things. And once you work through these subconscious problems, your outer world will transform as well. I think that's one of the biggest messages here. Your outer world is transforming because you're doing that inner healing. Like, good for you. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. And we have trust. Beautiful. How can you stay true to your values and to who you are as a person? How can you strengthen your confidence in your own ability to make decisions that are aligned with your heart? How can you build trust in yourself and in others? What are the facts? I think the biggest message here is that you can trust yourself. You can trust the path that you're on. You're doing a great job. And trust that you're almost there. Trust that you're almost at this peak of the mountain, and soon everything will be improving. Let me move these up a little bit because I want to get the tarot out, because we've got enough of these oracle cards. I actually wanted 4. We got 5. Let's just deal with 5. I mean, after all, it is a 555 reading, so what could I expect, right? So let's see what wants to come out. Spirit, what else do you have to say about this major change in pile number 2's life? Can we get more information about this big change? Okay, it flew on the ground. 1 second. The first one we have is the 4 of Cups with, I think it's a shrimp or something like that. I'm not sure. But the 4 of Cups, it talks about maybe Spirit lending you a hand, but you're not being able to see it. I'm sorry. Again, trouble with my words. But it's like Spirit is like, here you go. Here you have a cup. But you're just not, you're so caught up in this subconscious thing that's blocking you from it that you're not able to see. But soon you will be able to see this cup coming your way and you will be able to grab it. So trust that if you've done the healing, you will be able to actually take a lot of opportunities that now you're not able to see. And trust that those opportunities are actually there, because like we said, your subconscious is withholding you from those things at this moment. But if you've done that healing work, those things will be brought to your consciousness, and these opportunities will be like very obvious, like we said with the butterfly. Like, you've changed so much that your whole reality changes. Let's see what else we get. So Spirit, okay. They're quick today, especially your pal. We also have the 9 of Pentacles. So and we have a cute little kitty playing with some balls. Well, bad joke once again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm cheesy today, especially with your pile. It might be your spirit guides coming through that are real cheese balls. Maybe that's your sense of humor as well. I don't know. But the Nine of Pentacles talks about you being empowered, you trusting yourself, you believing in yourself, not needing any any guidance from other people. You can do it yourself. You're strong enough, you're empowered, you know exactly what to do. Even if a lot is thrown at you, you'll just play with those balls instead of like ducking and being afraid of these new opportunities. But I do see these balls as opportunities thrown your way. Literally, all these balls, all these opportunities thrown your way. And now you're actually able to catch them, to play with them, and just have a good time. I just saw 1111 on my screen. So again, another confirmation of this huge abundance and huge positive energy coming your way. Let's get some more information because we're not done yet. We want more. I love this deck, by the way. I just really enjoy animals. I've got my own dog sitting over here as well. So good choice, guys. I mean, I think I'd choose this pile as well if it were me. Let's see. So Spirit, can we get more information? Or was this all you have to say? I don't think so. Let's see. So, can we get more information about this major change, please? Is there anything else that you want to tell us? Okay. Let's start with this one right here. We have the King of Wands in reverse. What I'm hearing is, I don't need a man. I don't need a man to tell me what to do. I know what to do. I can do it myself. So yeah, I think there are a lot of strong, independent women in this pile. And maybe that's the case for you, that you're actually healing these wounds, that you don't need a partner or a father figure or a boss to tell you what to do. You don't have to ask for constant approval or guidance or whatever. You trust your own intuition. You trust your own inner guidance. You trusting yourself. So, wow. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps and I'm so proud of you guys for actually getting to this point. And if you're not at this point right now, you will be at the end of this month. I mean, wow, gorgeous. We also have the Lovers in reverse. And the Lovers is all about decisions. So to me, this looks like, or to me, this indicates that you won't be indecisive. You know what you want. You know what resonates. You know what to go for in life. And also not being dependent on a partner. So it might be the end of some codependency issues for some people. For others, they were already quite independent themselves, but they relied a little bit more on family or parents or friends, always asking for advice. But to me, this actually looks like I know what I gotta do. I know my own worth, and I'm just gonna go for it. So good for you guys. I mean, good for you. Now, that brings me to the end of the major change. I mean, this is a true glow up for everyone watching. I mean, I'm impressed by you guys, really. Let's remove these cards and let's take out some more oracles to get some advice on how we can make this change go smoothly. What can we do to just start feeling empowered and start trusting your journey right now? Because you guys are already doing great. But I feel like some of you just don't really realize how good they're doing or what a brave step they're already taking by putting in all this effort on working on themselves. So, be right back. So, let's take a look for pile number 2. What will help with this major change. So by the way, I just started recording. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I did have some cards fly out. We're gonna see if they're the same though, but let's see. So we have look at the bigger picture with the full moon in Sagittarius. So it might be important to keep in mind the end goal instead of just focusing on what you're going through right now. Think about how you will feel when you've actually worked through all of these wounds. Think about what it will do when you don't have those blockages in your life anymore, the opportunities that will come in. We also have don't let pride get in your way. It makes me feel as if whenever you get triggered, you kind of shut down. And maybe you do shoot into your ego mode. So it might be a good idea to calm that energy before you act. So think and ground yourself a little bit before you take action. What I think is really cool, by the way, is that this one is pink and the butterfly is pink on the other side. And this one is yellow and the butterfly on the other side is yellow. So we do, again, have like, what's it called? An opposite energy, kinda. But we do have a very fiery energy, a very quick energy, a very passionate energy. So maybe in general you are quite a passionate person, quite a fiery person. I do feel like you are being called to maybe try and slow down that energy a little bit and try to remain calm and centered while you get into those triggers, because it can get very overwhelming. Let's see what else we've got. So Spirit, do you have anything else for advice for pile number 2? Okay. Not gonna take all of them. There were a lot flying out. I'm gonna take this one. So we have speak your world into being with the first quarter moon in Gemini. So it is important to talk about your goals. It's very important to speak your truth and keep doing that. So to me, it seems like your words hold a lot of value, a lot of meaning. And of course they always do, but at this time in specific, be mindful of the things you say, because at this moment you are creating that reality that's coming in for you. So talk about the things that you desire, talk about the things that you want to manifest. And if you do that right now, it will really help you create that world in this month. So really be mindful of the things that you say. I'm so sorry, guys. You're just getting way too many cards. Am I gonna take them all? I don't want to take them all. It's too much. Okay, we also have Go Wild. Full moon in Leo. We have the full moon in Leo twice, actually. So you have a lot of strength, a lot of fiery energy going on. But go wild with the things you want to manifest. Like, nothing is too much. Nothing is too crazy. If you can dream it, you can have it. So just be bold. Be bold. Go for the things you want. Talk about the things that you want. Get excited about these things, because you can actually manifest these things in the near future. Let's see what else we get. So any other advice for pile number 2? This is the Work Your Light Oracle. They want to fly out, as you can see, but sometimes they hesitate. I do think it's a message for you to not hesitate and just, like, you've got that energy You are so strong. Trust that. Now, the card that actually got out was the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So there is a big need maybe for self-care, self-love. Give yourself that love that maybe you are missing out on from maybe parents, maybe from other people. You might feel quite lonely because this deep healing process going within is not an easy journey. So be sure to give yourself enough love. Also, the beautiful rose quartz. Let's take her out one more time because she is gorgeous. She is a little bit butchered as well because her top, like, I ruined her. I'm sorry. But that's okay. She's still gorgeous. So maybe rose quartz is a crystal you'd like to carry with you. And also rose quartz is a crystal of self-love. So self-love is very important. We will be looking at some self-care prompts as well. But first, I want to get out another oracle, and it's the Spirit Animal Oracle. So let's see if there are any animals with a message for you, any guidance as well. So let's see. Spirit, do you have any more advice? Oh, this is so funny when this happens. So we have Giraffe Spirit with see the bigger picture. And again, you will be standing on that mountain. You will be up high, just like the giraffe, getting that overall look. You are being called to take a look from up top, look at where you will be in the near future. And we also had look at the bigger picture. So it's kind of repeating that same message of looking from above. I do feel like your spirit guides are looking at you from above as well, of course. Maybe even ancestors, like they're with you every step of the way. That reminds me, while I was doing, I had to pause the video for a moment to take away the cards. While I was doing that, a song played in my head, and it was like, every step you take, I'll be watching you. It's quite a popular song, but it's a little bit older, so I hope you guys know that song. But that song was playing. You might want to listen to it. I feel like it's your spirit team telling you guys, like, we're here every step of the way. Even if you feel very lonely, very secluded, because I do feel some of you are like really being drawn out of the normal world to do this inner healing. Maybe you've moved places, you've moved to a new hometown, or you moved away from your hometown and you're feeling very lonely. This was meant to happen for you to do this inner work. They kind of created a sacred space for you to do all this healing. But even if you feel very lonely, they are here every step of the way. They are looking at you from above. They're encouraging you. Like I already said, they are cheering you on, trying to motivate you, and just telling you, like, you're almost at that peak. You're almost the top of the mountain. Let's see if we can get one more of this deck. And then we're getting into some self-care prompts. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. We have the number 55 and we're doing a 555 reading. So we have time to heal. Yeah, we already knew you guys were healing, but just keep on doing that inner work. With the number 55, it does talk about that big change that's coming. You are making huge changes within. This will definitely play out in your exterior world. And this snake really does show us that you're shedding your skin. And it's time for this new you to emerge. I mean, this is just beautiful, guys. I'm proud of you. And I think I've said that way too much in this reading already. But I'm actually recording the day after I did the energy check and the change, because my battery died and I had to recharge it. So I'm sorry if I am repeating myself that often. We already got 2 self-care prompts. Let's take a look at them first. Then we'll see if we need any more. Oh, we got 3. So the first one is massage. So maybe you should be getting a massage. Maybe you can give yourself some massages or just rubs. But it might really help you to untangle some of those knots in your body. If you do that, it will actually release some tension as well. Tension in the body is usually a sign of inner tension being released as well. So don't how do you call that? I'm sorry, I'm not a native English speaker, so sometimes I have to think a little bit extra. I lost my train of thought. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe it'll come back to me, maybe it won't. But yeah, a lot of energy can release itself when you are getting a massage, and that might just indicate that a lot of energy is releasing itself from your subconscious as well. I think that's what I wanted to say. We also have spent time with animals. So yeah, even if you're feeling very secluded, maybe just spend some extra time with your animals, play with your dog, with your cat, with your bunny. Maybe just go in nature, maybe take a walk. Maybe you'll find some horses there, connect with the horses. It might be that you have spirit animals that are guiding you, and if you're on a walk, they will present itself like a squirrel, for example, or a deer or an owl. I mean, maybe you really want to pay attention to those animals coming up to you. There might be some signs for you there. There might be ancestors willing to connect with you through these animals. I do get that for a lot of you. And we also have meditate. So really quieting down the mind, maybe letting that divine inspiration come to you as well. Let those messages from your guides come to you, because I do think that you guys have a very strong connection with the divine and they want to come through to you. As I was looking at my monitor, I saw the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. That indicates stepping up, going up, like reaching a new level. So there is a big emphasis on you guys going towards that top of the mountain, reaching that peak. I mean, you're almost there. Trust it, guys, and be proud of yourself. So that was it for the oracle cards. Now it's time to use the bingo machine. I don't know if you've ever seen me use it before or you've seen other people use it before. I just roll the machine and we'll see what numbers fall out. Oops, I thought I got 3, but you guys got 4. So the first number we have is the number 39. So 39 might be a significant age. The 3rd of September might be significant, or the 9th of March. Take it as it resonates. And if it doesn't resonate, if anything doesn't resonate in this reading, please let it fly, because you will know what matches for you. We also have the number 43. So the 3rd of April or the 4th of March. So maybe the 4th until the 9th of March is significant. This also adds up to a number 7. And this was the number 12. So take that as it resonates. There we go. Then we have the number 30. So it does seem like March is a significant month. Maybe something big is going to happen in March. We can also see there are a lot of 3s. Every number we had up till now is a number 3. So again, the number of growth and expansion. Let's put it right here. And the last one we have is the number 9. So September again. So maybe the time span of September till March, or March till September is significant. So maybe you have been healing since March if you're watching this after March. Or otherwise you will be healing until March, or at least the after effects will last until March. Again, a 9 might just be in 9 days also. That could be the case for some of you, that the next 9 till 30 days are very significant. Like we said, we're looking at changes this month. So especially 9 days till 30 days might be very significant. For some people, 9 months might be significant as well. I do think that will bring us up till, let's see, April. So again, the 3rd of April might be significant. So play around with these numbers a little bit. You will know what matches for you. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy the video, I would love to get a thumbs up. If you'd like to see any more readings, I will be listing some of my other ones down below. You can subscribe to my channel and even click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new upload. You can comment down below and let me know what you thought about the reading. I'm very curious to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Good luck with all these changes. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. If you chose the Lepidolite and the Tarot for Kids, this is going to be your reading. Now, before we're digging into this beautiful tarot deck, I'm sorry, that was my dog in the background. She's snoring a lot. But before we're using this tarot deck, I want to get into some oracle cards to see if this is actually your reading. So let's take a look. So what do we have here? It's reversed though, but we do have the shapeshifter. So we're gonna look at the shadow attribute. By the way, we see a lot of SHs, so maybe that's significant. We have something about silencing maybe, but let's see. So the shadow attribute says projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So that's the energy that stands out for now. We're gonna leave it at that with this card. Maybe we'll delve into that a little bit deeper later. We also have the whale. And we have the Hierophant, so the number 5 on this 555 reading. So a lot of 5s already. Now let's talk about this energy, because we gotta know if this is actually your reading. So with the whale, we can see an animal that lives in the sea. So you might be a water sign, so a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. And that doesn't have to be the case. It might just be that you do have a lot of watery energy surrounding you. It's a dreamy energy. It's an emotional energy. You might be quite a sensitive person in general. The wheel also talks about the desire to go deep, to have deep conversations, to have deep connections. It also talks about a lot of ancient wisdom. So you might be an old soul, or just know a lot of things. Like you just know things. Maybe you don't even know why, but you just know things. And I mean, I'm sorry, lost my train of thought. But yeah, a lot of watery energy, a lot of dreamy energy. You might be a dreamer in general. But with the Hierophant, we see you actually like living a very ordinary life, sticking to the status quo. And when I saw this card, I heard the song from High School Musical, actually, like the Stick to the Status Quo song. So maybe you want to listen to that, and maybe there's a message in it for you. To me, it seemed like you are actually like that Troy Bolton from the movie, kind of feeling the pressure of society to conform to what society expects of you. So maybe that's a big thing here. With the shapeshifter, though, we do see you projecting an image. So it does look like you're kind of wearing a mask, just showing the things that you want other people to see. Maybe not being your authentic self, just trying to please other people. Maybe out of fear, maybe to just serve your own agenda, because it does say that on the card. But I think for most people, it might be a very conscious thing, but at the same time, you're not trying to harm anybody, or you're not trying to influence other people, but maybe it's more about people pleasing, not wanting to let other people down, and just feeling that pressure of, I've got to be this person for my family, or I got to be this person because other people might not like me if I'd be my true self. So there might be some people in here that are afraid to show their true self. And you are just doing what is expected of you. But with this raven and this key, we can kind of see that there is a message coming in at this moment. Maybe, like we said, there is a message coming in, especially with the key. Someone is giving you some information that's just shaking up your world, especially with this thunder. It makes me think of the tower. So it might be that something has recently happened that has shaken up your world, that makes you realize like, oh wow, maybe I am putting on a show, or maybe I am not really showing my true self at this moment, or at least I'm realizing that there are aspects of me that I was hiding, or that I was changing a little bit just to fit into society a little bit better. So an example I have here is, for example, the unmasking process with people that are neurodivergent. They have certain traits that they try to disguise a little bit, or they just not really disguise. That sounds negative. It's not meant to be negative at all. But they try to be more normal. So they focus on, for example, just having more eye contact, or smiling a lot, while otherwise they wouldn't be doing that. Or they just shut down their excitement because they don't want to be too excited, because that might look weird or something like that. So those are the types of energies we're dealing with. Another example could be if you're in the LGBTQ community and you know that your family doesn't in general doesn't really accept that, you try to make little changes, or maybe you try to disguise that aspect of you, you suppress that. So those kind of things are being shown here. And this tower moment, for example, could be someone entering your life, making you realize like, oh wow, I really like that person. This person is of the same gender, or maybe gender non-conforming. And that might stir up some things in your outer reality. So if this sounds like you, this sounds like your energy, let's see what change is coming into your life, what major change is coming for you. So the major change that is coming for you this month is the archetype of the orphan. And again, a number 5. So the number 5 really stands out for you guys this month. And it's all about change. A lot of change is coming. Of course, we wouldn't be telling you guys this because we're looking at a reading about major change. So of course, a lot is gonna change. With the orphan, though, it does sound like a little bit of a scary card, because the orphan is like all alone, scared, or just feeling left out. But the Orphan is actually quite a positive card. It talks about connecting with your inner child, connecting with your wounded self, and carrying some deep acceptance about who you are, and really showing that side of you. So you're really coming home to your true self. So that's a very profound change that's coming into your life. And I kind of want to get some oracle cards to get more information about this. So we have, of course we do, we have accept. And it says to acknowledge, to recognize, to register as true, to validate, to affirm, and to own. So you will learn how to accept your true self. You learn to love that younger version of you that felt the need to change because other people made them feel that way. And now you're like, you know what? If it's not who I am, if it doesn't make me happy, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to go back to that child version of us, and we're going to love them for who they are. And we're going to go back to that joy that we had when we were a kid, living carefree. And of course, it's not an easy journey, but the upcoming month, you will work towards that version of you. And now you're the grown-up version of that child. And doing great. Making new friends. I see you changing your complete reality. So making new friends. Maybe changing your habits that work better for you. Changing whatever it is. We also have prayer. What do you need to communicate to the universe? What are you inspired to put into words and expression right now? What are your hopes, dreams, and wishes? So to me, it looks like you are going to express your true self, your true nature. You are being called to be creative. Maybe start a new hobby that you haven't done before. Maybe start changing the way you look. Express yourself in that way. Maybe change up your hair, change up your clothes. Again, prayer could also just indicate that you will be connecting with the divine on a deeper level. Maybe connecting with some ancestors. Help you make those changes. I think they are definitely willing to assess you. But it also seems like you will get what you wish for. So maybe do pray about what you want, and the universe will listen. We also have commit. So you will be committing to yourself, to dedicate, to devote, or pledge yourself to persist, to not give up or give in, to choose something fully. And it also says success. So you are committing to yourself. You are making a promise to yourself to not let other people influence the way that you are or change the things that are true to you. Okay. Let me grab it. It's right here. We also have support. So that might change as well. You will be getting support, maybe in unexpected places, to help, to aid, to assist, to encourage, and to hold space. So whenever you do take this step to fully embody your true self, support will be coming your way. You will be getting a lot of support along the way, especially this month. So I do see a lot of new people entering your life, maybe people that you did not expect, or people that you already have in your life really supporting you and you not really seeing that coming. So maybe you have like a grandparent that's kind of old school and you did not expect to support you at all, and they're really there for you. They're really just encouraging you to make this change, or they're complementing the changes that you're making. But wow, there's a very positive vibe to your reading, a very loving energy as well, especially with the lepidolite right here. Okay, we'll have enough cards for now. Let's talk about this one first. We have connection, relationship, and love. So what this means is that you will be attracting new connections, new relationships, love into your life. This will be a huge focus for you guys at this moment. I do see self-love being very important, but also just a lot of love from other people. Like I said, maybe even from unexpected places. You will find connections that actually encourage you, that will actually, how do you call it? Like they'll be so supportive. They will make you feel great. They will help you prosper in a way that you've never done before. They will validate your feelings. They will validate everything that you're going through. Maybe people have walked the same road as you, and you'll have some kind of mentor that will guide you. But yeah, and we also have joy, peace, and fun. So you will be having a lot of fun along the way. You will find that inner joy back, and you will finally have some peace, because I do feel a lot of you wearing a mask can be easy, and it's actually very tiring. So you might be very tired at this moment of putting on a show, or just always trying to look a certain way or present yourself a certain way. And you will feel at peace once you just start being your natural, true self. Beautiful cards, guys. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but there are some beautiful colors in this as well. With the green, we can definitely see your heart chakra opening. So your heart is opening. I do think you are helping other people opening their hearts as well. Like I said, those people that were a little bit stuck in their own little world, those old-fashioned people, so to say, you are helping them be more loving, more open to new ways of seeing things. But I do see you guys being very much accepted by the people that you're surrounding yourself with, or the people that are surrounding you at this moment. But beautiful energy, guys. So that's it for the major change that's coming for you guys this month. Let's see what will help with this change. Whoops, I just forgot to add in the tarot. So yeah, I make mistakes too. I'm only human, so I hope you guys don't mind. But maybe that's a sign as well. Like, just know that you're loved even if you make mistakes, or, I mean, even if you change your mind. Like I said, I changed my mind. I was like, wait, I need to do something else first. And I hope you guys are okay with that as well. So let's see what this beautiful tarot for kids has to say. Like we said, you are bringing back out that child version of you, but then the grown-up version of that. So Spirit, what's gonna change? Or do you have any more information about this major change? Oops. These cards are a little bit harder to shuffle because they are so big, but I think they're cute. Let's see. So Spirit, do you have any more information about this major change? Ooh. Like I said, they're a little bit hard to shuffle. Let's see. As you can see, they're not really wanting to come out. Maybe I have to change the way I shuffle them. There we go. That's easier. Okay. So yeah, changing is not really bad. As you can see, once you make that change, it's happening fast. And that's actually what the cards are showing us as well. We have the Tower. We already saw this type of energy with that crow. Let me bring it back. It's right here. As we see, there is a lightning being struck. And it's happening again with this Tower. And it indicates that your foundations might be crumbling at this moment, or your reality is crumbling at this moment. But that's actually a very good thing, because it wouldn't be able to crumble if it wasn't sturdy, if it were sturdy in the first place. So the things that are not true for you, or the things that are not aligned with you, might be falling away. So you can build a foundation that's actually supporting you, that's actually helping you out, that's actually loving and kind. So if anything falls away, let it fall away. But once this happens, it's going to go very fast for you. With the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands is the energy, is a very quick energy. And I mean, a lot of things might be thrown at you, but you're fully capable of doing or handling these situations. A lot of people, I do see a lot of people coming in for you guys as well. Just try to go with that flow. I kind of want one more. Let's see if we can get one more. And again, I'm going to shuffle them like this, because we saw the other way of shuffling didn't really work out. And yeah, I haven't used this deck a lot yet. It's pretty new. I recently bought it. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's a good card to get, guys. Let me show you guys. So the card we got is the Ten of Coins, the Ten of Pentacles. And it talks about true abundance, abundance in any way, shape, or form. So Spirit wants to leave the major change message with, you will get everything you want, you will be prosperous, you will have a lot of money if you want that, of course, but I think you guys will. You will have great success, you will have a family. I mean, it's everything you would want, you could imagine. And as you can see, there is a whole family in this picture, so don't be afraid to be left alone, because I do think some of you guys have the fear of ending up alone or just not getting any support. But as you can see, there is a whole family. We also have a little dog, so maybe you will have a lot of support in animals as well. But huge success, huge stability coming into your life. So even if things don't seem very stable at this moment, there is stability coming in, there is abundance coming in, and it's coming in very, very quick. So that's the major change that's coming for you guys. Let's see what will help with this major change now. So let's see what will help you guys with this major change. Okay. We've got 3 cards coming out. We'll just take all 3 of them. That was actually pretty quick. So Spirit has a lot to say. And as you can see, I've got some goosebumps right now. Okay, we have a new star is coming. New moon. Well, we saw that coming, right? I mean, but trust that that new start is coming and that it's for the better. We also have surrender to the divine with full moon. So we have the ending and the beginning showing up right now with the full moon and the new moon. Try to go with the flow. Try to surrender what you can't change, or the things that you can't, where you don't have any influence on. Try to not worry too much about them. Let this thing happen. Being too controlling over the situation is not going to get you anywhere. We also have a win-win outcome is forecast. So yeah, it's only going to get better. All the changes that are coming are going to be for the better. And the only thing you got to do is trust. Only thing you got to do is trust, go with the flow, and let things unfold for you. Let's see what else we have. So I think it's pretty cool that all these cards are coming out already, and they're coming out so quick as well. We have New Moon in Pisces with Attune to the Divine. So yeah, Spirit is definitely trying to communicate with you. And the only thing you got to do is align with yourself, align with Spirit. And once you're in that stream, in that flow, everything will just work. It will just start flowing. And I think it's way easier than you think it is. I think that's the biggest message, that, okay, that first step might be difficult or at least a little bit mentally challenging, but once you're in that flow, it flows, baby. It goes. Let's see if we can get one more. There we go. Ooh, we have Shine, New Moon in Leo. So it's your time to shine. It's your time to spread your wings. And I mean, the sunflowers, again, it shows us that you will be abundant, you will be prosperous, you will rise. And it's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. That's the imagery I'm being shown right here. So that's gorgeous. It's your time. It's your time to go. Let's see if we can get anything else. So this is the Animal Spirit Oracle. Let's see what it has to tell you guys, because we're not actually getting much information on what actually would help. It's like you already know what to do, or it's gonna be second nature for you guys, that you don't have to think about it, you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to do anything specifically, just be yourself. We have Seahorse Spirit. Yeah, watch and wait. Watch and wait. That's all you got to do. And we have the number 53. It adds up to an 8, the number of abundance. So again, there is a lot of promise about abundance and good fortune coming your way. Healthy relationships coming in. Let's see. I want one more from this deck. Let's see what we get. And again, we do see a lot of water imagery again with the new moon in Pisces, but also with the seahorse. So yeah, you are a very deep person, and you gotta share that aspect with other people, because how can conversations be deep if you're only always trying to stay at the surface? It won't be very fulfilling for you, but it might not even be fulfilling for the other person as well. We also have a parrot spirit with watch your words, the number 45. Let me adjust that. There we go. So the parrot, it repeats the words that they hear most. And usually the first things they learn are swear words. I work at a pet store, and we have a parrot or we have a cockatoo, but they're quite similar. The things you don't want them to learn or to repeat, that's the thing they are going to repeat. So I think that this is similar to our minds, that usually the things you tell yourself are very important. Be mindful that those are things that are encouraging, that are loving. Speak kind words to yourself, because you hear yourself 100% of the time, and it better be positive, because your mind really sets the tone for your reality and for yourself and the way you think about yourself. So be mindful of what you tell yourself. Watch those words. Watch those words. And again, we have the number 5 twice. So huge change is coming. That new start is coming. Positive changes are coming. Now, the last oracle card for some general advice. Then we're going to get into some self-care. So Spirit, what do you have for my lovely pile number 3? Because I do feel that you guys are very, very sweet people. Sweet and loving souls. We have a warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? I mean, yeah, that was meant to come out. It's time for you guys to pick up that sword and fight for what you believe in. Stand strong for who you are, not bulge for anybody. Be yourself. Be strong, be kind, be true to yourself. And ask yourself, am I being true to myself? What do I want? What aligns with me? And again, that sword shows us that communication, that those words that you have really do matter, not only for you, but for the people around you as well. So the way that you talk about yourself really matters, and the way that you think about yourself has a huge, huge influence at this time. It can make or break a lot, especially your own mindset. So self-care. The first one we have is again number 5. I mean, the number 5 has been thrown at us today for, I think already, I've seen it like 10 times already, only in your reading. So we have beauty ritual. Maybe it is time to shake things up a little bit. Maybe it's time to try something new when it comes to your beauty ritual. There we go. And just self-care. Spend time on yourself. Make time to make yourself look pretty. Make some time to maybe paint your nails. I did that today. Maybe paint them in a color that you really enjoy, or try something new and try different colors. Get your nails done. But there is an emphasis on your appearance and making yourself look the way that you feel on the inside, or that represents your true self. Let's see what else we get. So Spirit, what else do you have for pile number 3 when it comes to self-care? Is there anything else you have for us? What might help with this change? They don't want to come out anymore. They're like, yeah, that's it. All you gotta do is watch and wait and look pretty. And I think you guys can definitely do that. I feel like this one wanted to come out. We also have a burning bowl ritual, number 7. So maybe you want to burn some old clothes. I don't know why, but that was what came up in my mind first. Burn some stuff that doesn't resonate with you. Maybe, yeah, like burn it down to the ground. Anything that doesn't resonate with you anymore, throw it out, burn it. It's time for change. It's time for something big. And as I'm holding this card right here, my other hand went straight to my heart. But yeah, it's time. And I think that, yeah, I mean, I can't put it into words, but I feel very strongly about this one. So I think that you guys definitely feel like maybe there's an anger that needs to be let out. Something that maybe from your ex that you need to burn. Maybe there are some people in here that recently got divorced and have some anger towards their partner. Maybe burn their shit. Something like that. But it could just be your own stuff that you feel some way about, that it's like it's got to go, and you know it's time that it has to go. And you'll feel much better when it's out of your life. Let's see, I kind of want one more. Spirit, can we get one more for pile number 3? Let's see. One more, please. Maybe that's it. Nope. Please, one more. I'm kind of losing my patience either as well. So, okay. So I asked for 1. We got 3. Let's just take all 3 of them, by the way. So we have positive affirmations. Like we said, watch your words, use positive affirmations. You speak kindly towards yourself. Again, we have the number 41 that adds up to a 5. But again, 5s are everywhere in this reading, so that should be clear by now. And then we have connect with fire. So yeah, burning bull ritual, connecting with fire. Burn some things up. That's the energy we're seeing. Maybe also just finding your own inner fire. I think a lot of you might have lost that spark, and you're going to be connecting with that once again. And the other one, the last one we have is hydrate. So make sure that you drink enough water or whatever beverage you like. I feel like it doesn't really have to be water. Personally, I don't love just drinking plain water, and that's totally fine. I just saw the number 1, 2, 3, 4 on my camera. So you're really stepping up at this time, and that's just beautiful. Now, that was it for self-care and for some advice. Let's use this bingo machine up top to get some information about timing, maybe some significant numbers, ages. Let's just take a look and see. So, by the way, I don't know if you guys can see, I can see the number 22 over here. And as I was turning it, it went back to 22 twice, 22. Did I say 23 the first time? Those numbers might be significant as well. Okay, so the first number we have is the number 1, the number of new beginnings. So the number 1 might be significant. So maybe the first of this month might be significant, or just 1 week, 1 month, something like that. We also have the number 16. Let me adjust that for you guys. There we go. So the 1st of June might be significant, or the 6th of January. January in general might be significant because we also had the number 1. The number 7 is showing up again. Then we have the number 71. So again, that number 1 is popping up. Again, January. So the 1st, the 7th, and the 9th of January might be significant. Sorry, my camera has some issues focusing on the bingo ball. So the 1st of July might be significant. The age, 71. Maybe you have a grandparent that's 71. Take them as they resonate. And I only wanted 3, but now I kind of want some more. So let's see if we can get anything else. You guys can get 2 more. You deserve it. We also have the number 43. So the 3rd of April or the 4th of March may be significant. And another number 7. So again, it might be that 7 days. I feel for a lot of people, 7 days might be significant. The upcoming 7 days. We also have the number 42. So we have 42 and 43. The 2nd and the 3rd of April. Or this could be the 4th of February. That might be significant. These also could be ages. Maybe there's a 1-year age gap between you and a significant person. Take them as they resonate. But yeah, that brings us to the end of your reading. I truly hoped you liked this reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it gave you some kind of clarity and guidance. Oh, I just looked up at my camera and saw 1555. I don't know how many 5s you've been seeing today, but this is just out of this world. I've never seen this before. So this change is very special. It's very much highly guided. I'm getting goosebumps all over again. I don't know if you guys can see, but trust that you are in safe hands. Trust that you're guided. if you need any advice, just call for your guides and they are right beside you at this moment. Trust. That's all I gotta tell you guys. Trust. Now, I'm gonna leave you guys here. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, you can always subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to get notified. And comment down below if this resonated, and tell me about your guys' life, because I want to know. So, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.